Howdy everybody, Cub here, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time, we became a Bond villain as we put a boat dock inside of our base, which is not connected to the outside, but we can still launch in and out via a slime block launcher here and on the outside of the base. That is pretty nifty. We also added a couple other rooms around here. And today, guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and finish up some of those rooms we started last time. Namely, this hallway down to diamond level, right here, down to where we mine out some stuff. And so, in order to do that, we need to get some jungle logs, because if we take a look in our ender chest, which I think the nearest one is right over here. Take a look in here, jungle wood logs, there's nothing in here. Totally empty. We got 0 jungle logs left, which is a problem because we use jungle logs and jungle wood in our base almost exclusively. Well, we do have some spruce, I guess, too, and some dark oak, so not exclusively, actually. But we do need more jungle wood logs. So, I think it's time that we make ourselves a tree farm. Now, I could make one of those big universal tree farms like I built last season with a bunch of redstone and sticky pistons and things like that. But I think this season, since we made like a huge automated system last time to farm trees, I think we make a big manual farm this time. And I'm thinking we put this farm probably right back here would be a good spot for it. So I'm sort of imagining, like, you can see I laid down some blocks here, some nether brick slabs. I'm sort of imagining this whole area here as being just totally filled with trees, and we'll have like pathways, you know, leading to and from different types of trees and things like that. Maybe even going back that direction, like sort of this whole half of the island might be like one big tree farm area. So, yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome. And we could even hook in our base if we, eventually make a branch of our base that comes down this way. We could have it like come out here and lead right into the tree farm, which I think would be really awesome. So I think what I'll do for this, I want to sort of space out the trees a little bit. I'm sort of experimenting a little bit with some spacing because we want to also be able to get leaves from this. Whoops. I think I should probably put that back. I think it was like right there. So we also want to be able to get leaves from this and get a net positive result of saplings, especially from jungle trees, which are for some reason still not dropping jungle saplings at the same rate as other trees drop their saplings. But, yeah, just something we'll have to overcome. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I want to basically lower this whole area down here. So I think we just drop this whole area down. Maybe like, maybe several blocks, actually. Maybe like to this level here or so. Right where I'm walking here. We'll have to sort of incorporate the beacons there. And there they are. They're changing. They're all changing right now. Awesome. So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and just level this whole area here and build ourselves a tree farm. Okay guys, so I'm just about done clearing out the tree farm now, and we're going to head on over to Asuma Void's base because, as many of you guys have been wondering recently, I have not forgotten about the request that Asuma made for a record room at his base. So yeah, this is the request here we got in our Splash of Color shop. And so, we're going to head on over to Asuma's base, talk with Asuma a little bit about what he wants in the record shop and where he wants us to build it. So I'll meet you guys back over at Asuma's base.
Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff. These are just from the end cities, by the way. Like, I took as much back with me as I could.
I'm going to take this opportunity to update this map, by the way. See if you tell me.
Oh yeah, your spy map.
Yeah, spy map.
Spy map. And now it looks 1 or 2 pixels have changed. That's what it looks like.
Woo! Yeah. I have been able to see. I've been able to see your biomes come up as you've been building those.
Yeah, there's like oh my goodness me, it's what, like maybe, yeah, definitely less than a quarter, but
yeah, yep.
maybe like a fifth done so far. It's slowly going to change all the way around.
All right, I'm totally ready.
All right, awesome.
You got
So
it?
I'm
Nice.
hiring Cub to what's your shop called again? I feel bad, I can't remember.
Splash of color.
Splash of color. Yeah, I need a splash of color. So
Alright,
I'm trying to think
alright.
of the best way there. Just down here is probably the quickest.
Okay.
All right, so welcome to the second floor. I'm going to fill this place up with various rooms. Let me show you what I've done already.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to stick to the theme. You can go ham and do whatever you want, but this is... Get out of here, Bat. This is my, like, generalized theme. So this is my map room before and after of this place.
Okay.
You can see the biomes in detail there.
Yep.
Then the next room over is my food room. So this is where all my food comes through to. If you're ever hungry, you can grab something from here.
Ooh,
There's
yeah.
also leather.
Nice.
Then we've got an entranceway. There's going to be another room here for another food farm. Then there's a little hallway. And just over here is where I want to have a jukebox room. So I've got a record farm farming all the discs. And then this area here, you can basically go ham with. Now, I've dug it out so you can see, like, you can't go lower than this or higher than up there because there's other stuff going on. But
Gotcha.
otherwise, you can pretty much do what you want in this area. And the only request that I have really is that there's item frames with all, is it 13 of the records?
Let's see. It
12 or
says
13.
12 item frames for me to hang on my collection. So I think there's 12, right?
Is that what I put in my order?
Yeah. Yeah, this
Okay,
is the
if
order.
it's 12, then it's 12, yeah. So, yeah, that's the only thing I really want displayed in there. And
Okay.
then
Do you want the
I think
the color pattern, the color scheme to be, similar to what you have already in the base, or?
Not really. I think you should
Okay.
just, use your inspiration and put something wonderful and colourful in there,
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, go ham, do your thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good, man. Yeah. All right.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks for coming by and checking it out. I cannot wait to see what you come up with.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research, but I think I can make something awesome here. So guys, we now have more information about where Asuma wants his record room, and so we'll just go ahead and pop this right in here, and we'll probably do this record room for Asuma sometime in the next week or two, so I'm looking forward to building that for Asuma. And yeah, now that we are back on our island, I want to show you guys all these boxes of stuff we got here. So we got ourselves a bunch of stone, bunch of mushroom blocks, bunch of dirt, bunch of grass, etc. here. And those, as you might guess, are all from the area we cleared out right over here for our tree farm. So let's just go ahead and head on over there right now. Let's go on through to this point here. And then we'll get launched up. Hopefully not hit that donkey up there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So, let's just fly right on over here. And this is the area we cleared out right here, guys. So, quite a large area, actually. This is much bigger than I was initially anticipating on making it. But I found some interesting stuff out about this that I think will be really cool. So first of all, we came across a ravine here, which was rather interesting. A lot of bats came out when I opened this up. And yeah, also, I want to sort of point out what I'm thinking for the future. I'm thinking we might, like, if we make this whole thing into the tree farm, right? We could hook this area up to our base, because our base actually comes out, let's see, where is it? Like right, I think like right here or so. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, right here. So if we made the base expand this way, we could just come out this way and then have this portion of the base down here, like this expansion here, if we dug into this wall here. This could then hook up to the tree farm. So that's sort of what I'm thinking about in the future, in terms of like how we're going to hook this up to our base. And also, I'd like to have some staircases leading down to this farm. So I'd like to have, a staircase coming down from the chorus farm, sort of like diagonally. Maybe a staircase down right here, sort of like curving in. And then one over here, I think, like just coming straight down right there would be nice. And then I think our base should probably hook up like right here. That would be another good spot, I think. So yeah, guys, those are the plans for the connections to our base. So a couple different staircases and pathways here that are going to be leading into this area. And as far as this area itself, I want to go with the path block. So this type thing right here. So I want to go with, I think a 2 wide path would be good. and then we're going to have like a certain distance in between each tree. So like we'll have like, you know, a tree that's like, let's see, do I have any blocks here? Yes, we'll have like a tree that's, let's say if we wanted one like right here, it's going to be like cordoned off like this with a like a sapling like right in the middle, like a 2x2 sapling here, for instance, or something like that. So I think that's sort of what we want. We want like individual, like modularized trees here, and then we want pathway all around it like this. So like for instance, this could be like one pathway here, going around like this. So that's sort of what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of this tree farm. So just like trees, standalone trees in the middle of like a grid of pathways. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start to lay this thing out, and I'll be back once I have a decent layout. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the layout for our tree farm complete, and it's looking like this. The plan is to have 2x2 trees everywhere where you see these 2x2s. So we have 2x2 here, then we have 4 blocks. We're going to have our path right here, another 4 blocks, and then another 2x2 tree. And we're going to repeat that pattern all the way to the ocean way down there. Then we have another row of 2x2 trees here, a third row of 2x trees on this right side, and then on the sides we have where we're going to have our 1x1 trees. The 2x2 trees are going to have 4 blocks in between the tree itself and the pathways, whereas the 1x1 trees are going to have just 2 blocks gap on each side between the tree itself, which will be right here, and the pathways. I think it's a pretty good plan. I feel like this will allow the trees, like the 2x2 trees and the 1x1 trees, to grow unimpeded without the leaves interfering with one another, because we want a net positive result of saplings regardless of what types of trees we plant down here. The plan is right now to go ahead and plant down rows of individual types of trees. For instance, this will be jungle wood right here, then dark oak wood, and then giant spruce trees here. Similar thing on the sides with the 1x1s. We'll have, a row of spruce, a row of birch, a row of oak, and then probably the same on the opposite side. The thing we're going to do now is take down all of these stone, which mark out the pathways and mark out where our trees are going to go. And we will go ahead and create the pathway here just by right-clicking with our shovel. And this will go all the way down here. This is going to be the first pathway of the tree farm. And while I'm doing this, while I'm creating the pathways and starting to get this farm put together, we're going to jump to a little bit of footage with myself, Mumbo Jumbo, Tango Tech, Full Symmetry, and Asuma, where we all competed in a race at Asuma's base. So we are going, how about that rhyme? Race at Asuma's base. So we're going to go ahead and jump to that footage right now of the race at Asuma's base.
Alright, welcome hermits to my base. Have a look around. Do you like the look of this place?
Beautiful.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful.
Awesome.
It is a cool looking place.
I've got a bit of a problem here. It's like, it's the middle of the day, yeah, but it's kind of like dark and gloomy in places. So strange.
It's weird how
Yeah,
it
it's
happens,
really odd.
Yeah,
I
it's a
can't
bit
work that
odd.
out.
I brought you all here to play a game, though. Who likes games? This is going to be a fun one, I think,
Maybe
I
me.
hope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is if you look up into the sky, and if you've got a cheaty zoom key, there's some Escalium all the way... Oh, I did it again. Iscal, curse you!
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's some slime blocks up there, right? I thought it would be fun to have a race to see who could get those slime blocks first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I know what
Okay.
you're thinking. Aha, I got my rockets, got my ender pearls. Not allowed to use any of that stuff. No jump boost, no rockets, no ender pearls, no elytras.
Okay.
Who can get up there the first? Does that sound reasonable?
I mean, that sounds pretty good to
I
me. So
guess.
no
Sounds doable.
potions,
I like it.
nothing.
Not sure about reasonable,
Okay.
but it sounds fun.
Yeah, and it's not going to be fair because I know that some ways up there are going to be tougher than others, right? So in here, there's going to be a side of the island that you go to start.
Oh, look
And
at this guy.
Oh.
It's all
One of
prepared.
those is basically going to be a little bit trickier than others. So feel free to press the button and grab a side.
Right, who wants to go first?
I'll go
Not me.
first. I'll go first.
So there are 5 of us and 4 blocks in there, right? Just checking.
I'm starting on the north
No,
side.
I'm not
Oh,
participating.
you're not
You know,
okay.
You know that. I mean, I put the Escalium there. So I said it again. If I say that again, I'm going to throw myself in
It's
lava.
called green stuff.
Yeah, green stuff. All the way
Right, so
up
I've
there.
got the west
I
side.
got east side.
North
Yeah.
side.
Okay, so you know where you're going. Right, this is
I've
where I
got
need to
south.
change to my camera account, so I'll help you to your starting positions.
Okay, I need to try and work out where on earth west is. I'm never particularly good at this sort of thing.
Just press F3.
Okay. Don't worry, I'm not cheating at this point in time. I'm flying up and out. I'm also inspecting. I'm getting a little bit of a rough idea of where I'm going, and then I'm gonna come down to the bottom.
Perfect.
Oh man, mine
stuff.
looks tough. I'm gonna say.
This looks steep on this side.
I don't.
Oh, it's very steep.
So X, when
I
you were
don't
doing
know.
this, did you kind of try and keep everything to always like a 1 block jump height at all?
I was gonna say, is it possible?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that some of you are going to have a good time or not, right?
No.
But I
Oh,
know
man.
that it is basically possible for the most
Basically
part.
possible.
Basically possible.
That's the best. That's the best.
Some people, yeah.
Well,
So do we
we'll
all wanna
find
start
out.
with
How,
the same
how's that for an
line or
answer?
what?
We'll find out.
This looks very
Yeah.
daunting from where I'm standing.
Yes.
I think I'm set
It's
though. I
very
think I'm ready on this side.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I've been recording with the wrong settings. Let's click on that one, and now everything's recording smoother. Well, there we go. Okay, Tango, you're pretty much in the right spot.
I'm at Y75. Should we all start on that roughly, or?
False, you're
I'm
pretty
also on
much
Y64.
a decent spot.
Shall I go to 75?
This ain't about being fair. This is just, you know,
I'm gonna
I
go
see
middle.
Mumbo's being tactful here, but Mumbo's
No,
probably
I want to be on Y75.
Yeah.
you stand there then. You've probably got the tougher side of all,
Oh,
and
good. Okay, brilliant.
and then Cub fan. So everyone's basically in a correct position, and I'm gonna fly around in the sky and like check out your progress. So for everyone else, it's kind of like if they want to go see the actual, you know, head over to your videos. Basically, you know how it works.
That sounds
Yeah.
good
All
to
right.
me.
I think everyone understands the concept of everyone here makes videos.
Jump,
Yeah,
jump,
yeah,
jump,
I
jump
think
to the
maybe,
top.
potentially.
Right, I'll do a countdown.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not
And they're off.
100% certain the place
Oh.
that I actually started in is possible to
no.
go up.
This is tough. This is
This
already.
is difficult.
This is tough, yep.
I said Mumbo had the tough side.
If I win
It's
this,
all tough.
then
Mumbo's actually doing extremely well so far.
it's all luck. It's all luck. I'm
Okay,
just kind of
this is
jumping and pointing my
fascinating.
mouse.
I'd say Tango's probably.
No.
Oh, I don't know. It's really close. Every time I spin around, it's like. Oh, now Mumbo's lagging. Mumbo's lagging. Cub fan was
Uh-oh.
accelerating. there.
I've hit a rough spot.
Oh.
Yeah.
False is accelerating.
Is anyone
Okay.
being
It's
strategic
possible.
here, or are they
That.
like? Has anyone picked a route?
No.
Just
Oh, I
going
gotta
Be
up.
jumpy.
Oh, I got a good spot. I got a good spot. I'm going up fast. Oh,
I'm not. I'm
This is
not.
interesting.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Mumbo's found an easy bit. That's gonna.
I have found. Yeah, this is a swift
Oh,
zone.
False is killing it. False
Oh,
is
but
like
I found it.
Tango. Look up, you can see False.
What?
Yeah, I've come around your side a little bit. I'm sorry.
How did I know False would somehow find a way to win?
Oh wow, this is crazy cool right now.
Ah!
Oh man,
I'm the
Cub
worst
and
jumper
Mumbo
ever.
can see each other.
No.
oh, hello, Mumbo.
How have I managed to get over here?
Oh, I found a bad spot. Really bad.
I
mean,
changed
come
This
on.
could
sides.
be anyone's game right now.
I'm going down.
I assume there's no. I assume there's no like battles on the mountain. Like we can't like hit other
Yeah,
players.
no
you can't punch me
PvP, no
off.
PvP.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It's
Oh
so,
wow.
It's so hard to find a way
Okay.
up.
Well done,
was me.
Mumbo.
Oh,
Mumbo
good job.
first,
Well
Cub
done.
second.
Oh, you guys are up already? Come on.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Oh my word!
I'll get this
Third
Third and
someday.
fourth still up for it. I
This is
thought Mumbo
impossible.
had the harder side of all.
Yeah, but see, I was maybe a little bit cheaty in that I just kind of came over to Cub fan's side. And then
Oh,
I went up
you
there.
can go any route you want, really.
Okay.
There's
Nice.
no
You,
rules.
you covered a
I
lot
just
of ground,
constantly
Mumbo.
finding
Wow.
Impossible
Man.
ways to get up here.
You went around the
was
mountain.
awesome.
It's amazing.
I was just kind of jumping around, hopping about. I
Alright,
wasn't
I'm
really
done.
doing anything particularly.
Oh, false for third, and
Nice.
Tango just
Nice.
gives up.
Oh, finally.
I like it. Oh,
Nice.
thanks for playing,
Nicely done,
Pete.
guys.
Your
That's
your
cool.
prize
That's cool.
is the. I was about to say it. I'm not going to say it. Slime
Alright.
blocks. There we go. I've got to reprogram my brain for that one.
There.
Perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually needed some of these, so this is good news. This is perfect for me.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
well-
there's loads down below. Take what you need from my
Yeah,
chest,
if you
man.
need slime blocks, just let me know.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I should have asked. Yeah, it's true.
Thanks
That
ever
was like
so
the
much
most
for
long-winded
playing.
way to get slime box.
As I was saying earlier, there's probably more games we can play in this area down here. I got some ideas brewing, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll be
This
sure
drop
to
zone
invite you
here.
back in the future.
All right.
All right,
Sounds
later.
good to me.
Later, man.
Hey.
And with that, the race at Asuma's base has concluded, so a big congratulations to Mumbo for winning the race. Just barely edged us out, but well-deserved victory there for Mumbo. In the meantime, we've gotten all the pathways complete at our tree farm here. If I go ahead and just take off into the sky, we should be able to see the pathway grid layout here. And you can see that all the pathways here are going in between each and every one of the trees. And we also have this little grassy area in between the pathway and the tree, what will be the tree itself. And speaking of that grassy area, we're now going to go ahead and go in and take out all the grass between what will be the tree and the pathway and replace it with andesite. So we have plenty of andesite here to do that with. There we are. Bunches of andesite, and then we have more andesite here and more andesite in the shulker box right here. So I think we should have plenty of andesite. So not a big deal there, but let's go ahead and make sure we get all this grass taken out and all the andesite put down for our tree farm. We now have all of our andesite down in these squares, and I realize now I've made a huge mistake. The andesite we've placed down not only reduces the color of the area, which I don't really care for, it also makes the path block, which is already a somewhat dull block, into an even duller block. I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking with this andesite, but whatever it was a mistake. Which means we need to now remove all the andesite, which I've started to do right over here, and go through and replace all the andesite we just placed down with grass, which we originally had. So I guess this is a lesson learned. Andesite does not go well with path blocks, so time to replace all the andesite with more grass. Ladies and gentlemen, the tree farm is now complete. As you can see, we went ahead and replaced the andesite with grass, so that is looking nice. And we also placed down some stairs and slabs of the appropriate colored wood for whichever type of tree we planted down in each section. So here we have dark oak wood tree, and we have dark oak wood stairs and slabs, which sort of inset the tree. And then around the 2x2 trees, we went ahead and sort of boxed in each 2x2 with some iron bars, which also serves to focus your attention onto the path, which definitely helps to break the whole area up. Over here we also have some acacia, we have some birch, we have some oak, and yeah, you can obviously see what's going on around here. I think it's looking pretty nice, and it's broken up quite nicely. It has sort of like a park feel as you walk through it from one side to the other. And so I'm going to call this tree farm complete, guys. Obviously, we still have a few things to do in terms of making the wall look better. We need to add some staircases around here. Like I'm thinking right here is where one staircase will go. But those will have to wait for another time, guys, because I'm out of time for this episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like and make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.